So I was chatting with an estate agent about an hour ago, and we were just going through all the methods that have been used for the last, let's say, 12 years to bring in more clients. And you know that if a house is stuck on the market for a period of time, you know you've got a good chance of getting their attention and saying, look, I can sell this for you. But also right now, there are so many other people doing this, aren't there? Did you know there's actually more estate agents in the UK today than there ever have been? For some reason, it's just like expanding again and again and again. I think there's a good reason behind it, which I'll share with you another time. But it also means that even for established agents, it's tough right now to find clients. So we want to look at all the different methods that you're using. And you also want to find out which ones are still working. Because if you're spending money and you're not bringing in clients, obviously you're losing. Okay, so in any industry, in any business, you need to keep taking a look at what you've got. Is it actually bringing you in results? If it isn't, you need to then get rid of it. You can always sign up again, yeah? I tend not to sign up to things for 12 months at a time, even though I think I'm going to get a bonus of whatever, because you actually have to try these things out. Yes, you have to try things out for at least 3 or 6 months to see if, especially in this industry, you've got to give things a go. But if, let's say, after 12 months, you're not getting anything back from that, that's just like burning money, isn't it? So have a look at everything you're using right now and decide, is it worth putting this money into this resource if it's not bringing me results? And I have to say, we've been having a fun, I'll not say it's game. We've been practicing this particular skill with our mentor in America. He actually does this for other industries and businesses too. And he can find money that's just not bringing in any results at all. Some businesses he can find in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, so we've been trained in this ourselves. So if anybody wants us to look at their business and see where your money's going and it's not bringing results, they calls it recapture and reallocate, because obviously some things work and they're worthwhile investing in. And then there's other things that are just like a hole in where your money goes and you lose it all. So you need to work out what's working and what isn't. That's kind of obvious, isn't it? It's a bit like if you want to lose some weight, you keep putting food in your mouth, guess what? Unless you're running around in circles. Okay, so one thing that we were discussing today also with another agent is door knocking. Now, door knocking, if you've got loads and loads of time, is really useful because you get the chance to talk to people. But I'm realising at this time right now, more people are having to find work. If you're a homeowner, cost of living has gone up, and that's across the board. I don't need to tell you that, but that means that nearly everybody's having to find extra money. And the period of time that our cost of living has gone up in the UK means that for the majority of people, even their savings have now been wiped out. People were expecting from the media for the interest rates to have gone down. Yeah. It kept getting promised to us. And a lot of people's mortgages obviously came off that really cool interest rate. A lot of people's came off like last summer and throughout like October, November. And then they couldn't remortgage because they didn't have enough money or in the pot or whatever, or they had remortgaged at too high a price. They didn't have enough equity for these new mortgages. Lending has become very difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people haven't had enough increase in their wages to be able to actually, get another mortgage, to be able to remortgage at a better, not a better rate, but a better rate than what they have right now on the interest, that they're on now. So a lot of people are in a really bad position. And what this means is that there's not enough money to go around. Lots of people are having to work more, which means if you go door knocking, you've got less chance of catching a homeowner because no one's there. And if they are, they're probably sleeping because they're on a night shift. So what we're finding is that even, let's go back 3 years, if you went door knocking about 3 years ago, you would probably knock on, I don't know, about 40 to 60 doors an hour, depending on what area you're in. Obviously, if you're in a terraced street, it's much quicker. If you're in a street where there's a bit more money and it's detached, it's going to take, you're actually going to knock on less doors. But even fighting in those more prestigious areas, there are less people at home. Interesting, isn't it? Maybe they're all out shopping. Anyway, we found out that we worked out if it were either you or a member of staff, you would actually be not so much losing. If it's a member of staff, obviously paying them for that money you could have put in instead for advertising, like on our online ads, was about £1,600 for the month. And we were saying that, you were only getting about one person right now out of those 40 to 60, depending on what kind of street you're on. And most of the time, those people are not thinking of moving right now because they actually can't afford to. So I would say 3 years ago, door knocking was a really, really good thing to do, especially if you have time. But is it a really good use of your time right now? So think about that one.